While some NBA players are known worldwide for their skills, personality, or even dedication to the game, some on the other hand are known for their embarrassing moments or single plays that stood out from the rest. So in today's video, we'll be taking a look at NBA players that got famous from just one play. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. First, we start with J.R. Smith. During Game 1 of the 2018 NBA Finals, the Cavaliers did almost everything right against the Golden State Warriors, all but one thing. With 4.7 seconds left in the fourth quarter at Oracle Arena, the Cavs were trailing the Warriors 107-106. The home crowd was hoping for the worst when Cavaliers guard George Hill went to the free throw line as they were only winning by 1 point. George sank the first free throw, and with the 80% free throw percentage in his career, everyone thought he would make both of them, no problem, and give the Cavs the lead. But what happened at the second free throw will forever be remembered by the city of Cleveland and Cavalier fans. After Hill missed his second free throw, J.R. Smith got a great offensive rebound. But instead of putting their side back up to get them the basket, Smith took the ball out of the paint and back to the three-point line, and Cavaliers fans' stomachs dropped immediately. Smith retreated to the perimeter as LeBron screamed at him for the ball, and James pointed to Hill for Smith to pass the ball to him. But when Smith finally got away with the ball, it was too late for the Cavs to get a shot off. Smith was caught on camera telling LeBron that he thought they were winning, and LeBron walked away furious. With LeBron having an amazing stat line with the playoff career high of 51 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, the Cavs just couldn't recover from Smith's mistake that cost them the game. Smith later opened up about it, calling it an honest mistake. During the interview, he said, quote, "People make mistakes all the time. I've messed up so many times in my life. I mean, I can't just point at one thing to be mad at. It was tough, but it was the same after game 2, 3, and 4. I didn't take it any harder than those losses because I just made a mistake. We all make mistakes. For my teammates to know that and have my back, game 1 wasn't that bad. Talked to my coaches, everyone stood behind me 100%. The main thing was, okay, granted, you didn't shoot the ball, but what if you ain't get the rebound? Then what? We would still have been in the same situation. I could have shot and missed. Then what?" When LeBron was asked after the game about the heartbreaking moment, LeBron said, quote, "We have to move on, man. This game is over and done with. We had our opportunities, you know? I'll never give up on JR. That's not my MO. I don't give up on any of my players, any of my teammates, so I don't even think that needs to be said." Next, we take a look at Jason Terry, who had a great NBA career. He played 19 seasons for 6 different teams, but the heart of his career is with the Dallas Mavericks. While in Dallas, Jason averaged 16 points and 4 assists and was part of the championship team in 2011 when he defeated LeBron James. When he was part of the Boston Celtics, LeBron dunked on him so badly that he was basically ruined for the rest of his career. Terry was no longer. During an interview, Jason explains what sucks the most about being part of that alley-oop. He said, quote, "I think the worst thing about it is that every time I'm in arenas or at the grocery store, little kids come up to me. Hey, are you Jason Terry? Yeah, that's me. Why did LeBron dunk on you? I'm like, come on, I thought you were going to ask for an autograph." Before the game, Terry made a comment about the win streak that the Miami Heat were on that season, and he said, quote, "I'm not really impressed with it or with anything they do. So for me, it's more about what our team is doing and how we're coming together as a result." When LeBron was asked about the dunk, the fact that Terry was talking smack before the game made it even better for LeBron to posterize him. And during the interview, he said, quote, "I've had a chance to review it, and it was one of my better ones. The fact that it happened to JT made it that much sweeter because we all know JT talks too much sometimes, and I'm glad it happened to him." With Terry being the victim of that nasty posterizer, his reaction and comment about it is what you would expect from someone that got disrespected so hard, and all he had to say was, "My reaction was when the fans were cheering and I went up and knocked down the technical." That's a great reaction. Next is that even Lance Stephenson doesn't fully understand why he blew into LeBron James's ear. Lance Stephenson finally spoke out on his infamous decision to blow in LeBron James's ear during a 2014 playoff contest between the Miami Heat and Indiana Pacers, revealing that he was trying to get in James' head. "I was really trying to get him mad," Stephenson acknowledged in a video for the Score. "Really trying to win the game, trying to get him unfocused. I would try anything." Whether it worked is questionable. The Pacers won that contest 93-90, forcing a Game 6 in the Eastern Conference Finals that year. James only managed 7 points and 4 assists after getting into foul trouble. He had the last laugh, however, as the Heat eliminated the Pacers in Game 6, and Stevenson, who is now teammates with James in Los Angeles, is still trying to wrap his head around his strange version of mind games. "I don't regret it, but sometimes I look at it like, why did I do that? What made me do that?" Stevenson said in an interview with The Score. Stevenson, then a member of the Pacers, tried antagonizing James throughout the series with multiple antics and thought there was a, quote, sign of weakness at the time. It wasn't enough that James and the Heat won the series in 6 games, and Stevenson admitted, for you to do something to somebody and they don't respond, they keep continuing and playing hard, and it's like, yo, how do I get in this guy's head? I was just trying to find stuff. Anyway, that stunt made him a really popular meme and also made him famous. Next, we have Lakers reserve guard Alex Caruso, who got to relive his career-changing dunk over Kevin Durant while having a live conversation on Bleacher Report with soccer star Kevin De Bruyne, a Manchester City and Belgium national player. The dunk happened during a game against the Golden State Warriors on April 4th, 2019, when Caruso made a one-handed putback jam over Durant after Kentavious Caldwell-Pope missed a three-point attempt. "This is the one that started the social media craze," Caruso said. De Bruyne's reaction was priceless. "That's so dirty." LeBron James famously was stunned after that play. James, who was in street clothes, got off the bench and put his hand up to his head in disbelief. The Lakers, who didn't make the playoffs that season, were playing a Warriors team who had 4 All-Stars: Durant, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson. "LeBron's not playing," Caruso recalled of that game. "All these guys aren't playing. We're just getting smacked. It was 18 points right there. We were down like 20 in the first quarter. It was bad. I was 0 for 6 to start the game. That was my first made shot." Nobody remembers how bad we were playing or how bad the game was. They just remember that dunk. That jam elevated Caruso's status with Lakers fans. Caruso often received MVP chants from fans this season before everything came to a screeching halt on March 11th because of the pandemic. He even finished 4th in the fan vote for the All-Star game in February among guards in the Western Conference, ahead of Russell Westbrook. Before the hiatus, the Lakers had made the playoffs for the first time since 2013 and were hoping to compete for their first championship since 2010. Do you remember the time that Allen Iverson stepped over Tyronn Lue? There was little less than a minute left in overtime of Game 1 of the 2001 NBA Finals between the Philadelphia 76ers and Los Angeles Lakers, and the league's reigning MVP was sizing up a little-known reserve guard. Allen Iverson left. Iverson punctuated the play by stepping over Lue, who had fallen to the floor after contesting the shot. It was as disrespectful as it gets, with Iverson leering down at his victim as he essentially sealed the upset win. Even though the Lakers would go on to win the finals, beating the Sixers in 5 games to capture their second straight championship, the sight of Iverson stepping over Lue in Game 1 remains the most iconic image associated with the series. Even though he actually had 5 steals in that finals game and went on to carve out an 11-year NBA career, he knows he'll always be that guy that Iverson literally walked all over. "It definitely created buzz," Lue said. "When I was going places, it was, oh, that's the guy Allen Iverson stepped over." Well, if you know that, then you know me, so that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. He's going to arguably go down as probably the best player under 6 foot in NBA history, so I don't have a problem with that at all. When the Cavs were booed by their hometown fans in Lue's coaching debut, a 96-83 loss to Chicago, he said it hardly fazed him, alluding to the history with Iverson. "I've been booed before, along with a lot of these guys," Lue said. "Every time I go to Philly, I get booed, so, that's not a big deal." So there we have it, a few players that got famous from just one play in the NBA. Can you think of any other players we might have missed? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching the video. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple.